Okay, class. Okay, class, let's get started. Grab your water bottles and settle in because today we're going to be diving into something close to my heart. Why do folks like us choose to run these ridiculous distances? And the science behind it, y'all, is so fascinating. All right, I'm going to start off with this first one. A study in the Journal of Sports Psychology found that ultrarunners come from every demographic imaginable. We're talking about different ages, different backgrounds, different body types, different races, you name it, they come to ultramarathoning. And when I say like us, I mean all of us. That does include you. Now, let's break down what makes us ultrarunners tick. And trust me, there's actually research backing this up. So we're not really cray cray, just a little bit. The mental toughness revolution. According to a groundbreaking study in the International Journal of Sports Medicine, ultra runners don't just have a high pain tolerance, y'all. We actually process discomfort differently. The research showed our brains literally rewire themselves to handle stress better. This isn't just fancy science talk because I've lived this actual transformation. Because when I started, it was like I could barely handle the smallest of discomfort. But now, research shows that what I learned the hard way was that mental toughness isn't something you're born with. It's like a muscle you build rep after painful rep. The fire inside, the science of motivation. Sports Psychology Institute published fascinating research last year about what drives ultrarunners. You know what they found? It's not about being naturally motivated, y'all. I know, like that's what do you mean? What do you mean? It's about something called growth mindset. They studied runners who, like me, started from zero. The key factor wasn't an athletic background or even age, it was a belief that they could improve. Think about that for a moment. Somewhere deep inside of me, I felt like I could improve. And by tapping into that, because I believe that we all have it, it really can take you to really great places and you can do amazing things. So think about that, y'all. All you have to do is just believe that you can improve. It doesn't have to be a major improvement, just some improvement. And when that improvement happens, I believe that it must, based on my own experience, it must inspire you to continue to want further improvements. The mental health connection. Woo, this is where it gets real, real, okay? A 20 Here's where it gets totally real, y'all. A study in the Journal of Clinical Psychology showed that ultra running can be as effective as traditional therapy. Say what? For some forms of depression. And obviously for the type of depression that I had, because it really did help. It was very effective. The research found that the combination of endurance exercise combined with nature exposure and community support creates a powerful mental health cocktail. As I was saying, when I started, I was running from depression. The science shows why this worked. It's saying that long distance running increases serotonin and BDNF, the brain derived neurotropic factor, which are crucial for mental health. Who knew? The transformation, more than just physical. Now, recent research from the Human Performance Laboratory tracked ultrarunners over 2 years, and they found the most significant changes weren't even physical, y'all. They weren't physical, they were psychological. Participants showed massive improvements in self efficacy, resilience, and overall life satisfaction. Sounds familiar. Emotional resilience, the science of strength. Now, in this groundbreaking study in the sports medicine, they showed that ultra runners develop what scientists called psychological flexibility, the ability to adapt to and handle stress well better. They found that this skill transfers to everything from work challenges to physical challenges to personal relationships, honey. Okay. The community factor. Research from the Journal of Sport and Social Issues confirms what we already know. Diverse, inclusive running communities lead to better outcomes for everyone. They found that runners in supportive, diverse groups were 64% more likely to stick with their training and achieve their running goals. This is why I built Conscious Gear, because I understood that representation matters. And what's really nice is that the research proves this. And more than that, my journey is a demonstration. It shows it. So why do we run? So why do we run ultras? That's $1 million question. Of course, all those things that I just talked about. But the science says it rewires our brains, it builds our resilience, and it transforms our mental health. Remember in the first session, I said ultras is about mental and physical. But you know what? Sometimes the best research is a lived experience. Okay. I'll add my own 2 cents. I get the feeling that we do ultras because we're on a quest for something deeper, y'all. You know, and what ends up happening, what I've learned, what ends up happening is that we gain mental clarity, emotional resilience, personal growth, and honestly, a sense of belonging. Now, who's ready to sign up for an ultra? I'm just kidding. Y'all don't have to sign up for an ultra, but I'm going to say this. Now, the research says that you can do it. And I believe you can too. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to this lesson. I hope you got a little something out of it. For those of you that want to dig a little deeper, feel free to join our school community over at skool.com/ultramarathon 101, where you can get replays of all the videos. There's homework assignments and there's opportunity for you to engage with other people that want to geek out on ultras. Stay tuned for come back on Friday, where I'm going to talk about the history of ultramarathons, and that's going to be super, super fun and super fascinating because it's really interesting. And as always, thank you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the outdoors. Take good care of yourself, people. Peace and love.